Hello everyone, my name is Vivek Soni. I'm a partner in EY Investment Banking Mumbai, and I also lead the private equity practice for EY in India. And we are here today to talk about something very interesting. We're here to talk about the EY Julius Baer family office playbook. And we're going to talk about a trend that we have seen on the evolving nature and the investment strategies followed by family offices in India. You are watching Wealth Redefined, our spotlight series delving into the evolving nature of family offices, their investment strategies, their governance structures, their follow-up with regulations, the changing rules and regulatory environment in India, and everything else that covers how family offices are really upping their game in the dynamic world of Indian investments. For a long time, investing in the alternative asset class of private equity and venture capital was niche. Now it's become more and more mainstream as more and more family offices look to increase their exposure towards these two asset classes in a bid to drive uncorrelated returns, hedge from the public market volatility, and also to take advantage of the kind of investment opportunities that becoming an LP for a PE fund or a VC fund opens up for them. In this segment, I'm going to talk you through why and how family offices, more than half of the family offices, have started taking exposure towards private equity and venture capital. They are just not passive investors, they're really leaning in. Basis our study, we found out that more than half of the family offices actively investing in India are allocating to private equity and VC, almost 10% of their exposure. And about a quarter of them have increased that exposure to over 20%. Private equity and venture capital as an asset class is no longer the domain for only large institutional investors. Family offices are increasingly leaning in. They're learning from private equity funds and VC funds. They add a lot of input to the GPs managing these funds, and the larger family offices are looking at it very strategically. It's not just about passively investing into a blind pool, it's about negotiating co-investment rights depending on the size of the ticket that the family office brings in, to be able to invest directly into opportunities that find strategic synergy with the family office, with the effort to not just get a chance to look at the right opportunities, but also the co-invest rights give them the ability to reduce their fee drag. And what's driving this shift? Firstly, uncorrelated returns. Family offices want to diversify. Fixed income, exposure to the volatility of the public markets. What next? Enter alternate investment classes like private equity and venture capital. Earlier on, family offices were overweight on early stage investing. Now they're looking at private equity also, and in venture, including late stage venture. Now, why is that? That's the second part. This asset class has been making headline returns that are no longer possible for larger family offices to ignore. Thirdly, the private equity and VC asset class in India has been booming. 2021 was a fantastic outlier year driven by global liquidity. 22, 23, 24 all have been good years where the total amount of investment activity by PE and VC funds in India have exceeded over $50 billion per annum. Fourthly, you have now well-regarded Indian GPs, some of them who are in Fund 8, some of them who are in Fund 3 or 4. So the well-regarded Indian GPs have got the experience now of having invested across different cycles in India. By the time a GP is into Fund 3, they have a lot of credibility, they have a lot of experience, and family offices are increasingly looking to see how they can capitalize on that.